I am a nutritionist on the go, and I know you're a busy person as well. Whether you're a mom, working professional, student, or just a person living in this world. So today I want to share the 3 foods that I meal prep every single week to keep me set up for healthy eating during even the busiest of weeks. Thanks for tuning in to Tailored Health, and let's get started. No matter what your personal health goals are, whether it's weight loss, to lower inflammation, aches and pain, longevity, anti-aging, reducing bloating, and supporting digestion, meal prep is truly the key to success. Because if you don't plan to succeed, you set yourself up to fail. Is that how it goes? There's some saying along those lines, but you get my drift. Meal prep sets you up with the tools that you'll need, puts things in your fridge that are easy grab and go, that will take you from breakfast to dinner all throughout the week. Given that I'm a busy working professional who's 9 to 6, Monday through Friday with a commute on both ends, I have to put in a little bit of work on the weekends for meal prep to make sure that I have healthy lunches, snacks, and even go-tos for dinner all throughout the week. One of the first things that I make every single weekend is a veg-heavy soup. This is a great way to pack in easily digested nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. If you feel that you have a lot of bloating and indigestion-related symptoms, it's often easier on your system to incorporate more cooked rather than raw foods. And this is one of the many reasons that I love soup. It's also a great one that you can batch cook and freeze. So you can pop it out whether you're traveling and come home and don't have time to set yourself up, or just put a few in the freezer and then pop them out all throughout the week, throughout the month. You put in the work one time and you have meals all week, all month long. If you're interested in a soup recipe that I'm currently loving, I'll link below to a green soup that's pureed, packed with veggies, great for detoxifying the liver and supporting energy. I often have this as a lighter dinner, but you can have it as a snack also, as it's incredibly filling but doesn't contribute a whole lot of calories. Next up, in the meal planning agenda is to do beans, cooked from dry, and then I like to soak them and sprout them. So this is something you have to think a little bit ahead for to start doing during the week if you want to cook them on the weekends. And essentially what I do is I get dried beans, whether it's garbanzos, black beans, white beans, pinto. Really, it's good to include all of these and rotate through them, just like you rotate through all of your foods anyways, or at least you should be. You take dry beans, you put them in a non-reactive bowl, such as glass or ceramic, cover them with just enough filtered water and then some for the beans to start to hold the water overnight, a splash of apple cider vinegar, and simply let that sit for 8 hours up to 12 hours. In the morning, you put them into a colander, rinse them out, and you're ready to cook. Now, I like to take it a step further and sprout them for a few days, but I'm not going to get too in-depth with that in this video. The reason that you want to soak your beans is because it reduces phytic acid. This is an anti-nutrient which can actually prevent the absorption of a lot of minerals when you're eating something like beans, grains, nuts, and seeds with a lot of other nutrient-dense foods. I like to look for sprouted grains, beans, nuts, and seeds as much as possible, or even do them on my own. After you're done with the soaking process, and if you've taken it a step further and done sprouting as well, great job. Give me a comment below if you are soaking and sprouting. I'm just interested to hear from you if you found this helpful for beating bloat and gas, which is often related to beans. But anyways, after you've soaked, possibly sprouted, now you cook just as you normally would on the stovetop. And just note, if you've sprouted your beans, the cook time will often be a little bit lower. So be sure to check your beans throughout the process. Beans are a great source of plant-based protein and fiber. They're incredibly heart healthy and filling, help to regulate the bowels, and detoxify on a daily basis. I like to incorporate these into salads or even bowls. You can also add them to soups that you're making for that extra dose of plant-based protein and fiber. Last, but certainly not least, is I prepare some kind of vegetable. I try to keep it seasonal as much as possible, and I encourage you to do the same because eating foods that are in season supports your different organs that need supporting at that time. I encourage you to roast vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, carrots, butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, and add them to salads or bowls, or even have them on the side of your protein and maybe a potato for dinner at night. So simple, and it really does add a whole lot of flavor without a lot of ingredients to the foods that you're eating while contributing a whole lot of nutrients. Don't overcomplicate this. In order to get the perfect roasted vegetable, simply chop whatever kind of vegetable you're going for, toss with avocado oil, which is really important for high heat cooking. I'll link below to a video I created on that. Add a sprinkle of sea salt, some pepper or a seasoning blend, then spread evenly on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Roast that at about 375 for 15 to 20 minutes, depending on what kind of vegetable that you're cooking. Carrots, sweet potatoes, these might take a little bit longer than, say, Brussels sprouts or broccoli, but you want to check them about the 15 to 20 minute mark. Toss them around on the pan a little bit, and then put them back in the oven just accordingly based on what you're cooking. Let them cool. Put them in a glass Tupperware container, really important to avoid the toxicity of plastics. Store that in the refrigerator, and you can add these roasted vegetables to all sorts of things that you're making, or just simply munch on them throughout the day. Meal prep can be as quick or as long as you want it to be. But for me, I try to make things as quick, easy, and accessible as possible. By getting yourself set up with a soup for the week, cooked and prepared beans, and roasted vegetables, you can easily buy a lettuce mix, olive oil and lemons for salad dressing, whatever kind of protein you want to have atop your salads or with dinner at night. And you can so easily whip up meals on the fly, 5 minutes or less. And that's what it's all about, because when it's easy, it's fast, you're more likely to do it, right? If you want to take it a step further, you can prepare a sprouted quinoa, you can hard boil some eggs, you can cook up your protein, whether it's organic chicken or wild caught fish for the week. But I think these 3 essentials will really take you a long way throughout even the busiest of weeks. I hope this helped you. I hope you start meal prepping. Comment below if you're already doing this, what your go-tos are, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss out on these videos. Every Wednesday and Sunday, I'm coming at you with something new, different, and health forward. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.